I feel like Humans is quite kind of underlying political record.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that a lot in the music industry at all.
No, not much.
Why is
these
that?
days. I don't know.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. People just don't seem to. I don't know. Maybe they feel that. I don't know. I think.
With self-referential narcissism sells more records.
Yeah.
That's if we're being honest.
I see.
Talking about yourself constantly and referring to yourself as well as looking at yourself. Well, yeah. Tattooing your face with tears sells more records. It's not about anything.
Yeah. Do you think in the future we'll be seeing more kind of political records?
Yes.
You think in the future we'll be
Jason
seeing
Derulo is not political.
But he can,
No.
yeah.
But yeah, Damon, do you think...
Actually,
Jason, mate, I'll call you back. Be lucky.
I met Usher after before our gig actually in Los Angeles this year. Usher came in to say hello, and he was. Really
Is he a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally danced into the dressing room.
Yeah.
No way.
He had a great chat, and then he danced out.
No, that's a professional.
Yeah.
That is a professional. Yeah.
Do you think there will be more kind of politically charged records popping up in the future? Or do you feel like there will never really be a market for that? I mean, I feel you guys have already proved that
there is a market.
saying that saying that it doesn't sell as many records. Well, you guys are living proof of that.
It used to. I mean, when we were young, the Fun Boys 3s and the specials and people were talking about, that was what it was. And the Smiths, it was
the Pixies.
It was incredible. You could be really quite...
and all the bands that come out, Manchester, and everything, there was a definite politics. I mean, the people were very clearly affiliated and aligned to ideas.
Pussy Riot's out there. I think if you put people in a bad situation.
And Rock Against Racism in the 80s was like, every band was part of that, and that did a massive. That had a massive effect on kind of. At least, well, clearly we didn't get rid of it, but at least sending it very underground and making it very unacceptable to be racist and xenophobic for a long time. That's why I couldn't even imagine Brexit, really. We thought about that.
Maybe people, we just took our eye off
unfortunately,
the prize,
unfortunately,
something that he's working on all the time.
The education system has let several generations down since then, in the sense of comprehensively educating people that is not the way forward.
Do you feel like music can help with...
It should be able to, and it does in a way. I mean,
it used to be part of your curriculum, didn't it? I mean, hanging out with your friends.
But you see, this is the thing. It's not kids. This is the tragedy of Brexit. Is like it's older, the older generation.
It's not me. It's you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not you.
There's more of them than us now.
Yeah.
Which is a bit scary.
What, just in this
but
room, or
only
you mean the world at large?
1.5% or something.
Yeah.
And I reckon they've all changed. That 1.5% have changed their mind definitely now, especially the ones in Grimsby, who were the highest Brexit voting sort of constituency in the UK. And now they're wondering whether maybe Grimsby as a port could be an exception to the rule and become a free European port, because they can't actually do any business unless they're part of Europe.
That is insane.
It's ridiculous. So at least Grimsby might, you know what I mean? So I reckon that's happening everywhere. And honestly, we do need another. We need something to just see if we made the right decision.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
We just can't just keep.
It's not fair for us to make up your minds.
With absolutely everybody, every time the British negotiating team walk past, go like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be optimistic, but it's not fair. It just doesn't. It's not fair.
So when writing Humans and having this kind of idea in your head, was there anyone who you kind of shared tracks with after they're done to gain opinion from? Are there any people who you really respect musically to give opinions on these kind of Gorillaz demos? Or
there's loads of people.
Do you just keep them to yourself and you're like, I know this is good, it's fine?
Well, I mean, you have to be You have to be sure about it. I'm not into like, you know, I mean,
we haven't got a neon sign flashing it's a hit.
Yeah.
I've always been of the mind that if someone wants to come and listen to something, they can, even if it's not finished.
Yeah.
And that can be irritating sometimes because some people, you tell them, you know, that's got to go there, that's got to go, and they cannot hear it at all. So they're just confused.
Yeah.
And but generally, I just think I'm not really bothered about it. It's what I do. I do it all the time. As I say, I go to work when I'm at home 5 days a week. And I just make music, and sometimes it's Gorillaz, sometimes it's other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not precious about it. That's it.
Yeah. What's been your favourite studio moment while recording this album?
Grace Jones.
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Headstand.
3 bottles of wine. Doing handstands. Age 69.
She's an incredible hula hooper, by the way. Don't mess with that girl on the hula hoop.
Yeah.
While singing.
Unbelievable. You know, someone like me with a hula hoop, it's like it's like running 100 meters, like just to get one rotation. But she doesn't have to do anything. I'm very envious of hula hooping.
Those hips don't lie.
They really don't.
They don't. But they don't move either.
Yeah.
If I hadn't put knackered my back, I'd give you a demonstration of my hula hoop. But I know it'd make it worse.
In a past Humans interview, that you've said to people, look at this album as a nucleus for something much bigger. Are you able to expand on that?
Say that sounds very cryptic.
It's in the Guardian.
What?
It's in the Guardian.
It was in the Guardian. Well, don't f***ing believe it. Then. Oh my goodness.
I guess then the question is, is there another part to Humans? Is there like a second part coming, or is this a?
Yeah, there is a second part. I mean, the second part is something else coming.
Yeah.
You know, another record.
Yeah.
Just another record. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It's also a chance for us to examine all the stuff that you talked about before that you don't get to hear.
Yeah.
What I really like is the way that the band has really evolved into something that is its own thing, and so all the music sounds slightly different. You know.
Yeah.
It really does now.
Yeah, and we can go from the studio to the stage, the distance is getting shorter.
Yeah, I love that. I love recording on the road and then getting everyone rehearsing at the same day. That's really
You ever
great.
feel like a track that you've maybe produced while on tour doing Humans, you would ever perform like maybe at some of your late Humans tour shows?
Yeah, we've already done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, I recorded a song in Idaho. I had 2 days off in Ketchum, which is up in the mountains, and I went fly fishing for the first time.
Yeah.
And wrote a song about Idaho. And then I performed it in Seattle, which was the next.
Yeah.
Didn't perform it again.
No.
Actually, I performed it one more time. No, it's like, but it doesn't. You know, it doesn't matter, does it? It's like it's what you feel at that moment in time. It's expression.
Definitely. Yeah. How do you guys go about kind of picking collaborators? It must be. I mean, it's every artist's dream, surely, to be working with Gorillaz. How do you kind of send off that email, or how do you contact them? How do you pick who it is that's going to be on this record?
Well, on this occasion, Remy was very much master of ceremonies about who was on and who wasn't. Weren't you, dear?
I was dear, yes. Really, it was a wider spectrum enough to open any mind.
Yeah.
And who's saying something now?
And also who will be saying something later?
Yeah. More importantly, I think that's more important.
When you're making a record, it's sort of, although you are in the moment, your now is later. That makes sense.
I mean, I feel that personally that comes across really strongly with albums like Plastic Beach, for one. I feel it was when it was released, I was a massive fan, and a lot of people around me the album took a while to grow on them, and I feel like on reflection of that, it really was quite ahead of its time. Do you feel the same way about Humans? Do you feel like that album might be like it's so progressive that it might
it always takes much longer. Yeah, I mean, Plastic Beach, I was sort of playing it this time and I realised, that was all right actually. No, because when you come out, like when you first start playing something, you're so familiar with it, but the audience have absolutely no idea what it is, and it does take a while for that. I mean, that's why it's going to be interesting playing in England again.
Yeah.
See, you know, how well it's bedded in, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
I'm sure it'll be a
It's bedded in well everywhere else, so there is a good chance. But then again, you know, after Brexit, who knows? Who knows what's going on here?
You think you've ever played to? Well, obviously you've played to so many people, it must have happened. But like, do you ever think about the possibility that you are playing to some Brexit voters, or playing, especially with this album because it's so anti-Trump, playing to Trump supporters when you're in America?
Well, I think if I decided to do a Part Life tour, I'd probably be playing to a few people who voted. But I don't think so. Gorillaz.
No.
I'd be surprised. I would be surprised, genuine.
Yeah.
Just because I think it touches different, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Things.
Definitely, yeah.
But I'm not going to not play someone because they voted Brexit.
Of course.
I mean, mate, in the sense that to get through that echo chamber,
I just like to have a nice chat with them.
Yeah.
It's the people maybe you should be playing to. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, really.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know. So if you're out there, come and check us out.
Yeah. You just heard Hallelujah Money, the anti-Trump Gorillaz track from the new album, and a classic from the Dean Days LP, Kids with Guns.
Represent.
Got this idea, which I'm definitely going to make happen at some point. There were in Elizabethan London. There was this actor called William Kemp, and he was very unhappy that they were closing down the theatres on the South Bank. I mean, I don't know if you know much about that part of London during that period. It was really exciting and all going on. There was loads of theatre. There was drinking. And, you know. Yeah. Sort of.
Imagine the Thames used to freeze over. There'd be festivals on the Thames. Blackfriars.
The boudoirs were down. It was a real den of iniquity, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they wanted to clean up the area, and as a protest, he decided to dance and sing from London to Norwich in 9 days, and he called it 9 Days Wonder. So I wanted to get do the same thing, but with all the sort of musicians I've worked with over the years, and all of us just going gypsy cars and walk through those Brexit villages.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, hear drums and everything, and Roger will go out, open the gate from the front lawn, and see down the road. There's this.
It's a great idea.
Run and call the police. And I just thought that would be quite funny.
Yeah.
The music used to be more.
There's stuff we need to do. Stuff you can't approach this problem that we've landed ourselves in aggressively. You have to sort of believe that everyone is for turning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
Someone said to me, I don't know if this was just to cheer me up or it actually was wise words, when this whole Brexit thing happened, how one positive thing to come from it is if you look back at kind of social and musical movements where there's been changing government. It's been the birth of a lot of creative.
Well, it should be.
It's even genres. It's been the birth of genres. It's been the birth of new things.
When society's operating, bad news should equal good music.
Yeah.
If the society's working properly, if the right buttons are being pressed within whatever generation's coming up. Because when we were young, that was going on. Really, it's your voice. Got to use it.
Definitely. Back in 2010, my dad took me to see Gorillaz live at the O2 on the Plastic Beach World Tour, and it's imprinted in my mind ever since. Absolutely amazing show. One of my favourite moments was when Mark E. Smith came on to perform Glit Freeze
Couldn't
and just
get him back.
fiddled around with all the amp knobs and like effects pedals. Is there any
him behind the amp as well?
I didn't see
Or
that.
sleeping under the stage.
Did not see that one.
Yeah,
no,
he's.
no. Are there any kind of
I love all
amazing
of that, though. I love
tour
all
moments and like laughs that you guys get now, like funny stuff that happens like that?
Well, all the times. There's always something going wrong. I mean, when we're at full capacity, which at the O2 we will be quite close.
Yeah.
I mean, at the O2 we've got Mos Def, Pusha T, Vince, De La.
Kilo Cummings, probably.
No,
No,
I don't
Kilo.
think so. Bill Sims, Gruff from Super Furry Animals.
Hypnotic Brass.
Gruff,
Oh yeah,
Hypnotic
amazing.
Brass.
Amazing.
Noel, Jenny Beth, Graham Coxon.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of people.
That's
So,
a lot of
but when we're at full
self-determined people.
capacity,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's you know, it gets up to like 50 people that we're. I mean, we've got about how many tour buses we got?
Oh.
12 berths
A
on
lot of
each, so
people.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot.
Times that by 12, and there's a whole lot of things to rub up against other things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's every day someone's having a drama.
Really.
I mean, someone's having a drama.
Some people, it's a learning curve. They're not used to having to
Touring
deal
life,
with lots of
yeah,
other
yeah.
people, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's their journey.
Yeah.
Reprezent.
Do you guys, as a band, have any like pre-show rituals or stuff that you do before you go on stage to kind of either get you psyched, get you chilled?
Well, I've
What's your
been
kind
through
of-
everything, as you can imagine,
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah. What's the one that works for you? What's the?
Well,
White petals. No, I'm just joking. Just joking.
yeah, I mean, I do happen to remember some antics back in the day even before soundcheck.
Yeah.
Here in Brighton. That was a long time.
Can you share,
No.
or is that
Well, I
you
don't.
can't share?
I don't think older men talking about their youthful antics is appropriate
okay,
unless they're
yeah.
amongst people of their own age.
What about
Yeah.
you know
what
I mean?
about kind of now?
Sounds a bit-
Say before
Well,
you.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll have a chat with you after.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, it was horrible.
no, I mean I've been through everything. I mean from like drinking heavily, taking drugs, and then realised that none of that. You know, I was just because self-confidence and lack of inhibition and those things for some people they really struggled and they struggle all their lives with that.
Yeah.
Going on stage, we're not all just because we go on stage doesn't mean we naturally want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a compulsion, obviously, but it's not necessarily the most comfortable place to be sometimes.
Yeah.
But over the years, I've become more and more comfortable with it now. And now I like nothing better than a shower. Then I put, moisturise
Yeah.
and maybe do a little bit of yoga, but that's only if I haven't done it in the morning.
Yeah.
Have some throat coat tea. Go on stage.
Do you ever get nervous?
What, going on stage?
Yeah, yeah.
Not really now, but I think that's because I've kind of been through. I've been
Yeah.
nervous enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't know if I could do it if I got as nervous as I used to when I was a kid.
What do you think was your most nervous moment ever in your career?
Oh my God! Just all
That's such a
those
hard
firsts,
question,
all
I
those
know, but-
firsts, all those firsts that I did. The first time I played headline Glastonbury, the first time I played a big venue in America, the first time, I mean, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Really nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time we went up on stage in Blur, it was terrifying because it's the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah. How do you guys measure a good performance? Is it how the band play? Is it how the crowd react to the
It's a
the
combination
music?
of it all.
Yeah.
I think as long as we feel we've represented, no pun intended there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, performance is weird, isn't it?
We're cool with it,
Yeah.
and listen, Friday night is always better than Monday night. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, Monday night can be amazing, but it's just
Yeah, yeah.
the politics of Monday night
Yeah.
Definitely.
is different.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. you produce obviously a lot of the stuff on the album. You play a lot of instruments on the album. How do you decide then when you go and do the live show what you're going to play?
Well, I've only got 10 fingers.
Yeah. So how do you decide? Like, if you say you've
well,
done...
I try to make sure I, have things that are like possible and fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I like playing the piano, so but I can't really play the piano all the time in Gorillaz because it's just not the right sound. It's a different world. It takes it out. I play it a very little bit, but when I'm doing other stuff, I just play the piano all the time. But I've got my synth guitar, as they call them, which I like.
Yeah.
Which it's a little bit limiting because I can't control. It's not. I prefer playing it like normal style, but at least you can walk around the stage like that or try and dance.
Yeah.
But we say no piano for this.
What?
Just for humans,
Yeah,
no
acoustic. It had
rules.
no acoustic instruments on it. It's completely digital.
Yeah. What was the importance of that for you guys?
Because it was set in the future, even though it was like only set 1 year in the future.
Yeah, we're going that way, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are going that way. So I don't know. It also could have become too emotive and too lush if I'd have used other instruments.
Yeah. It's better to be effective than sort of grandiose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you have to make your own rules. A bit more.
But mind you, saying that, at the O2, not only have we got all those artists, but we've also, as I say, we've got 8-piece brass section and a string section.
So cancel that last statement.
But that's just for one last
hurrah. And there are people that
Last.
from other experiences.
Don't tell me it's going to be the last. Can't be the last hurrah. The last Gorillaz hurrah.
the last this year.
This
Here.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
My heart,
Here. It's not
my
even the
heart.
last this year. Because as soon as we finish that, we've got to go to South
Give me a
America.
shot
Yeah.
there.
We're going to South
Yeah.
America
Yeah.
after the O2, which...
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
Well, I love going to South America. I've tried to go there as much as possible, not only in my own spare time, but...
You're tuned into Reprezent Radio on 107.3 FM, DAB and online. That was Last Living Souls and Andromeda by Gorillaz. Here's the final part of When I Met Damon and Remy.
Represent.
Through the years, we've seen Gorillaz go through many stages of how you guys perform live. Behind the screen, just your silhouettes and other variations like that. Will this carry on evolving in the future for other Gorillaz projects, or have you found a setup that works and you're kind of sticking with it?
Oh, no. I'm still waiting for my f***ing holograms.
Yeah.
I've been waiting nearly 20 years for those.
Yeah.
Every time I give it like 10 years in between
But it must have
records and
caught up
think,
by now.
finally I'm going to have my holograms.
Yeah.
And it's still not possible, Damon. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So as soon as but the annoying thing is someone else is going to do it while I'm on doing something else, and going to be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Mind you, today we did have an idea and this came from seeing that our stage is half the size of the room. So it's like there's our stage, and then there's this little space for the audience.
Yeah.
Just so we can get all the things
we
on
do
there.
play normally much bigger place than this, but it's,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love Brian, but I don't know why they don't have a bigger venue. It's pretty
venue.
small. Anyway, so I thought, how can we? Obviously not possible between soundcheck and show to do this. I've got some great carpenters on the road, but they're not that good. I thought. Do you remember Celebrity Squares?
No.
This
It's
man
a great idea.
describes you.
It's
but
like
Adrian knows.
It's a miniature block of flats with
Adrian
a
knows.
person in each block.
Each one, right?
right.
And they'd have different colours, shining lights. And I thought, well, why don't we do that? Why don't we just all sort of get in Celebrity Squares and then, when a new guest appears on stage, their square lights up.
Square lights up. Nice. Yeah.
So
I'm sure
thought
someone
I
will
had-
read some dystopian thing into it,
Yeah. So no. There's a million.
Yeah.
Yes. That's That's the brilliant thing about Gorillaz. It can do anything.
It's sort of built.
Built to do anything.
What's
It's a
it
bit
called
like
when
a Toyota.
Evolve, or
It's sort of,
like-
it's not quite future-proof, but it's built to adapt to whatever's going
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean?
yeah. You feel like
yeah, that's best.
in future
It's
Gorillaz
like you-
projects,
I thought you'd ever ask.
do you feel like in future Gorillaz projects, with the kind of advancing of technology, your ideas will be so much easier to produce, or I don't know. Do you feel like your ideas that you have in your head, it's just so much more vast now you've got this technology, or
It should be.
yeah,
I think
We can't stop having ideas, so I think
yeah,
we might always be thinking possible.
yeah,
I got a phone call from Apple just after I'd done the iPad record.
yeah,
Even though, actually, I'd been talking to them before that, but that's another story. And they rang me up and they said they had their creative team in San Francisco, and they rang me up and they asked me what I thought could be improved by the iPad.
yeah,
And I had nothing to offer them on anything other than GarageBand. And I just thought there should be a GarageBand where you can film and then put music to it and edit it
yeah.
all in the same thing. It'd be
Yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
right? But they haven't done that.
No,
But they are going to do it. You can guarantee they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've just left
Yeah,
it
yeah.
long enough that,
Yeah.
you know, I won't be able to claim that I was involved
Yeah.
in that innovation.
yeah.
No,
Keep that
I don't
idea
give-
for the next
no,
6 years.
no, I think the point is, it's like, you know, there's just so much. Technology is incredible. I mean, I don't embrace it in some ways, but when I can actually understand how to use it, I f***ing love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't understand how to use it very often.
In terms of
That might be.
It was a bit too guttural, that laugh.
so with the tour so far, what's
Yeah.
been the best place you played?
Oh wow, we played a lot of amazing places. So many. I mean, I haven't. No, I mean, yeah, I'm amazing. America was incredible, like nothing I've experienced before. And then came here, and then after that, it's just got better and better and better, culminating in Paris on Saturday, which is just out of this world, really.
Legendary.
Yeah. How do you feel about coming back to London? Is it nice to be back? You can say no. It's all right. It's all right.
Of course, it's nice to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I have no idea how people are going to react to it. I am genuinely curious.
Yeah. One last
See whether
question.
I'm going to receive a sort of tsunami of indifference, or people are going to love it.
Good album title.
Yeah. Tsunami of indifference.
Good album
That's the
title.
next Gorillaz project. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us here.
No problem.
That was
it's
fantastic.
been an absolute pleasure to interview
It's
you
a
both.
pleasure. I've been really excited about this. When I heard that you put Little Sim's tune on playlist, it's the nicest any radio station's been to me for a long time.
Thank you.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
But yeah, thank you so much. This is
Your radio station's great. Honestly.
thank you.
Yes.
This has been
Keep on being
a massive
yourselves.
dream come true for me, as I'm such a massive fan as well. So
Always a pleasure.
thank you so much. Thank you very much.
All my